Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So before we jump onto the video, I would like to mention that this video is going to be exactly similar to what we released yesterday, that is how to generate a QR code in Pega. So if you have already watched the other video, then please feel free to skip this one. Now coming back to Pega, so what we're gonna do is like, I will tell you the scenario first. What we want to do is like, we want to have a text field over here in which the user is going to enter some URL, and after entering the URL, we want to generate a QR code which is going to redirect us to the respective URL which user has entered. Okay, now what we'll do is we're going to go to Dev Studio and we want to add a text input where the user is going to enter the URL. So right now I have a property called link. This is a normal text type property which I'm going to put over here. In the presentation, I'm going to make it as editable so that user can enter the values, and under the actions I'm going to put it as on change refresh. And why do I want to do the refresh? I will tell you a bit later. For now, let's do it like this, and let's go to the UI and see how it looks. So the text field has already come. Now let me enter the value over here. So I have entered www.google.com. Let's see where the clipboard the value we get. So if I go in the PY display harness, you can see my properties there, link with www.google.com, right? Now we are done with the first part. Now the second part is to generate the QR code. How do we generate the QR code? So before I show you, I would like to say that in Pega we can generate QR code in different ways. As per the business scenario, feel free to use any of the other methods. So like you can write your own JavaScript code or Java code itself, or even if you want to import, you can import some external libraries. But for now, I'm going to use the Pega OTB rule, which is a UI control which Pega provides us, which is named as PZ URL QR. Now if you go to the HTML tab of this, you will find some Java code is written over here, right? HTML code, sorry, written over here. And over here, if you see in the line 13, this is the point where we are providing the URL to the QR. Okay, so I would like to tell you that please go through the code once before manipulating it. So this is the final rule, so I cannot modify this rule, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save as this rule to my own rule set, which is demo application, and I'm gonna change the name of this. So I'm going to change the name of to my URL QR, and I will create and open, save this. Okay, I guess I have already created this. I will change the name to say my demo URL QR. Okay, cool. Now it is created. Now I'm going to go to the HTML tab. I'm going to modify the code. So what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to replace this step. Right now, if you see in the step 13, this right now it is picking the URL from this this property, that which is px requester page, and under px request context URI. So if I'll open my clipboard, and you will go over here in the under system pages, under px requester page, if you see the property px req context UI, this one, if you see, this is the URL which is right now Pega is picking. So what we have two ways. One of the way is that we can modify the URL over here itself in this property, or we can give our own property and put the URL there, like the way we have done in the PY display harness under link, right? We have given our property www.google.com over there. Let's go over there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna modify the code. I'm gonna copy this line. This is the piece of code which we use to refer a property in Pega. So I'm going to paste this, and I'm going to change the name over here. Since our page is different, our page is PY display harness, right? And under that our property was link, right? And I'm going to change this as well. There are two columns. I will save it. Now we are good. We are done with the control UI element. Now we're gonna put this control in the UI. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another text input, and inside that I'm going to change the control to the one which I created. So our was my demo URL, right? My demo URL QR. This was the name, right? So I've done it. Let's submit it and save it. And again, what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to put a visibility condition over here so that this URL only shows up whenever there's a value in the link property. So I'm going to make the condition that link not equal to blank. So whenever this condition is true, then only this URL will be shown in the UI. Now let's save this, go back to the portal, and let's see what happens. So again, I'm going to put the value www.google.com, and if you can see, the URL is already generated. So that's how you create a URL in Pega.